Tower American 95, 10 miles out on the ILS.
American 95, Kennedy Tower, falling Airbus 319 ahead, 105, number 3.
Hello everybody, I'm DerTebbers. Welcome to Robins Air Force Base in Georgia, aboard our Fairchild 123 provider. I have shut her down. Here, we're going to sit here on the runway for a minute. I'm going to see about opening her up. Let's see what opens. Front door. Cool. There is number 2. So that opens up the back door with some drums back there. And it doesn't look like 3 open. So apparently the big rear doors don't open. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's put on the parking brake. Start her up. Beautiful smoke. That's what I was looking for. Unfortunately, we do have a propeller issue. This is something known with it, accelerated. You just have to make some small modifications to the propeller graphics. That kind of ruins it, doesn't it? I mean, it does, but if you're sitting in the aircraft, that's just, hey, what's up? Not such a big deal. All right. All right, in our plane here. Let's go ahead and power up our 2 Pratt & Whitney R2899W double wasp 18-cylinder radial engines, 2,500 horsepower apiece. We do have flaps, right? Yeah, we got flaps. Don't really need it here at Robins. We got, I'm going to call that plenty of runway. This aircraft is a military transport aircraft designed by Chase Aircraft, manufactured by Fairchild. During the Vietnam War, this aircraft was famous, or some would call it infamous, for use for spraying Agent Orange. Yes, the dioxin-laced chemical that destroys generations of people. Wonderful, isn't it? This was originally supposed to be an assault glider aircraft. 2 powered versions were developed, and that became the 123. So it was originally supposed to be a glider. Pretty amazing, huh? Kind of a fat, chubby glider, but hey, there you go. The first 123s to reach South Vietnam were part of the United States Air Force Special Aerial Spray Flight as part of Operational Ranch Hand, tasked with defoliating the jungle in order to deny rebels their traditional hiding places. They began operation at the end of 1961. They were fitted with spraying equipment and given the U prefix as a roll modifier. The most common types being the UC-123B and the UC-123K. Aircraft configured for this use were the last to see military service. Control of outbreaks of insect-borne disease. The 123 was also used as a jump aircraft for airborne students at Lawson Army Airfield, Fort Benning, Georgia. This aircraft was used in conjunction with the with the C-130 and the C-141 Starlifter. Of course, the 130 does eventually fully replace this aircraft. Now, in 2011, a retired Air Force officer, Major Wesley T. Carter, filed a complaint with the Air Force Inspector General alleging that the Air Force knew UC-123Ks used for spraying Agent Orange in Vietnam remained contaminated. The Air Force had failed to properly inform flight crews of the risk. In his complaint, he contended that the Air Force had known since 1994 the aircraft were contaminated with defoliants. He cites the fact that a former 123 was being prepared for static display with workers using hazmat suits and respirators. Additionally, it is asserted that when the aircraft was tested by the Air Force, it contained high levels of known carcinogen polychlorinated dibenzene dioxin. Studies since confirmed by the Oregon Health Services University and Columbia University Mailman School of Public Health. Yes, there is a Mailman School of Public Health. Don't ask. The aircraft flown from 72 to 82 were assigned to the Air Force Reserve after service in Vietnam, used for normal cargo, air medical evacuation missions, etc., etc. Air crews accumulated hundreds of flight hours aboard contaminated aircraft, flown with the windows open due to a smell and eye irritation. Memos surfaced showing that the Air Force Judge Advocate General recommended recommended keeping the toxicity information within official channels and sell the aircraft abroad. In 2010, due to concerns about dioxin contamination, the Air Force took the unusual step of shredding all remaining surplus aircraft, including the static display aircraft at the Georgia Museum of Aviation that was used for public access. The aircraft were melted into ingots and then disposed. It's sort of an ignominious end. Like, this aircraft is fully wrapped up in the world of dioxins. Now, how was the aircraft as an aircraft? The aircraft as an aircraft was fine. It was capable of doing its job. It was able to take off in relatively short jumps. Of course, it's a radial. It doesn't have turboprop, so the C-130 was always going to beat this aircraft out. Also, carrying capacity-wise, the C-130 was going to beat this aircraft out. But it's unfortunate that this aircraft's entire life now is basically dealing with dioxin contamination, which, I mean, you can look at it one way or the other, I guess. Capacity was 60 passengers, 50 liters, or 24,000 pounds. It's 11,000 kilograms of cargo. Had a crew of 4. She could go 228 miles an hour. That's 198 knots, or 367 kilometers an hour at 10,000 feet. She had a 1,035 mile range. That's 1,666 kilometers under max payload. So not a bad looking little aircraft, other than, you know, being full of dioxin. I don't know where the air... Oh, apparently if I go this way hard enough, we'll find ourselves a runway. Okay, apparently if I do this and fly this direction, we'll find ourselves a runway. Like that. Ah, there's the runway. Cool. All right, while we're flying, let's see what we can find. Shift 1. There we go. That's a pretty decent panel. Cool. 2. There's our comm panel. 3. There is our overhead panel. Oh, look, we do actually have cargo door here. That's not the cargo door. Oh, ramp. Yep. There we go. Now we got the ramp. Oh, good lord, this thing is full of dioxins. Oh, nice. Alright, so that was 3. 4, there's our GPS. 5 is autopilot. 6, that's the end of it. Alright, so let's close the ramp. Close! Alright. Get this aircraft down on the ground. Do you have air brakes by chance? Oh, good lord. Air brakes moves the container out of the... okay. Ah! That's funny. Alright. The link to this C-123 provider is in the description, as always. Again, another aircraft you can add to your library if you're looking...
1,000.
Thank you. Looking for a aircraft that fits within the Vietnam era. Unfortunately, again, this aircraft got wrapped up in the whole Agent Orange and dioxins thing. For better or for worse, I guess. The aircraft itself is capable. This one is a pretty decent model. Not bad at all. I don't know of any payware 123s out there, so if you want a 123, this is pretty much your choice.
400.
Alright, here we go.
300.
See if we can set this plane down and not destroy it.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
There we go. Oh my goodness. I was like, where's the thump? Where's the explosion? There. Ain't no thing. We'll just shut her down while we're taxiing here because we can. All right. That is the Fairchild C-123 provider. If you're looking for one, here is one. Till next time, I've been DerTebbers. This has been your Flight Simulator X-Plane Spotlight. Until we fly again. Happy flying, everybody.
Level 1283, Kennedy Tower. Greetings. Falling heavy, Boeing 767 touching down. Caution wake turbulence from 05012, number 24 right to land.
Going in 48, no 1283, copy all.
8 Lima Bravo, traffic just north of the airport, opposite direction along the track routing. A helicopter not under defeat, yes, you in sight.